Sure.
So, without much further ado, let's get started. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, no matter where you are in the world. Thank you so much for for taking the time out to listen to this amazing breakthrough, a technology that's changing lives around the world in so many ways. What we're going to do is please just mute your phones while you're at it, and that'll be just awesome. And my name is Maria Hopwood-Jones. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I am an ASEA Platinum Executive. Today's webinar will be divided into 3 sections as per normal. We have got the amazing ASEA breakthrough and the opportunity with the Stevie Aquilina, a powerful testimonial, and 3 Q&A. Please have your questions ready today. Now, to get you started, first of all, let me introduce Stevie Aquilina. I met Stevie about 5.5 years ago, and I was awestruck by his passion and his heart. And him and his wife are just amazing people that both have got a wealth of experience in the business. Stevie, in his own right, has had to deal with a lot of challenges throughout his life. But you know what? That builds character, and that's what Stevie has. A lot of character, a lot of passion, and a lot of understanding for human emotion, the human race, and what makes us tick. Thank you, Stevie. It's just an amazing thing. 5 years ago, Stevie and his wife, Sarah, decided to join ASEA and align themselves with this amazing company. They're now very passionate, very high-profile ASEA leaders, and the one and only mission that they have is to better people's life and be a force for good in the world. Stevie Aquilina, we are so grateful and so blessed that you're here with us. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Maria. I'm so grateful, and I feel very blessed to be here with you and with everybody. But thank you so much for the tremendous work that you need an introduction, because you're changing, bettering, and giving people's lives back, not just in Sydney, but all over Australia, not just in Australia, but all over the world. You're a tremendous leader who needs an introduction for herself. So thank you very much for having me here and looking after me. I really appreciate you. And I really appreciate everybody being here, and whether it's evening for you or afternoon or maybe morning for some of you, or just in some parts of the world. Thank you very much for being here and spending this time with me. Let me share my screen with you here really quickly, and then we're going to dive straight in. All right, here we go. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing really well. And thank you very much again for spending this time with me. As Maria said, my family and I, we live in Australia, originally from Sydney, but now we live on the Gold Coast, which is a dream come true. When we can make that happen, we're very pleased. We're minutes away from beautiful beaches, mountains, rainforest, coastal city, theme parks, fun. We love it. I'm very blessed with a good life, income, time, and freedom that allows me to enjoy a great lifestyle with my family, that has also taken me to many parts of the world that once upon a time way too far out of my reach. But as Maria alluded to, good vibes were not always the good times. And when I was a child, I was difficult to parent and school. I never made the grades, and often was told by teacher and adult figures, you're stupid and useless. And, if you're told something often enough, especially when you're young and impressionable enough, you will start to believe enough of it. I later became a teenage runaway and a high school dropout. And with that kind of thinking, I walked myself way off track on life's journey throughout my teens and 20s, written off. I had more than 20 different jobs in less that time. For over a decade, I was a very dumb but very good-looking bouncer in what used to be the most popular nightclubs in Sydney. Kidding about the very good-looking part, but not about the dumb part. But really, 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 truly, I wanted to be more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to have more. I honestly wanted to give more. I had big dreams, but little self-esteem. And physically, I have always been athletic, even still today, mainly in martial arts. But back then, I had health troubles, autoimmune disorder, inflammatory issues, severe skin, respiratory, and gut conditions most of my life, and quite a few bad injuries as well. Financially, I got myself stuck in go-nowhere jobs, Hopes going nowhere. No prospects, no financial security, no financial dignity. I've been behind. Phone, electricity, gas cut off. Not able to run my car on anything more than just petrol fumes. I've not been able to make the rent. I've been evicted. I mean, no financial dignity. I always believed in possibilities, but I doubted my potential. I was trapped, unfulfilled, unhappy, frustrated because I just wanted to be more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to give more. And then something very fortunate was given to me, the opportunity to meet the girl of my dreams. And right then and there, I was motivated more than ever before to become more. She believed in me, and that was a big deal. She always told me that I was more, and I guess when you're told something often enough. Now, something else really big happened. An opportunity was handed to me. It was this company's life-changing breakthrough, opportunity, and training. The company leaders are extremely successful people. You're going to hear from just one of them today. And they believed in me too. And they taught me how to believe and become more. And so today, instead of having health and wealth problems, I solve them because of this life-changing breakthrough. Instead of financial insecurity and indignity, I have security and dignity because of this life-changing opportunity. And instead of being trapped, unfulfilled, unhappy, and frustrated, I now have more, with the ability to believe and become more, because this company's training has shown me a life-changing better way. And I really want nothing more than to better people's lives in any one of these life-changing ways too. And so the first thing that I'll be sharing with you today is the most significant health and life science breakthrough of our lifetime. Medical experts say this. They're saying that it's a very big breakthrough, greater than the discoveries of DNA or penicillin. For 2 decades, science had declared this was impossible. This is a breakthrough with enormous potential, proven by renowned universities, world-leading laboratory medical studies, a very advanced breakthrough, 15 years ahead of its time. Any health goals or challenges you can think of, remarkable results, and drug companies wanted it shut down. More about that a little later. Before I tell you what this is, let's be clear about what this is not, because this is nothing like anything else you've ever seen before. What we'll be talking about goes well beyond drugs or nutrition, well beyond any type of ingredients or technology you already know about, because what I'm about to show you is an entirely new frontier in science that is truly groundbreaking and category creating. It is a healthcare breakthrough. The ASEA Redox cell signaling technology is a drink that contains active redox signaling molecules. What are those? Redox signaling molecules are made by your cells, so they are native to your body. They're in your body. They are your cellular messages that affect your cell-to-cell communication, operation, and your genetic expression and operation in a positive way. Redox signaling is a remarkable process because it is the actual process that empowers your body to heal itself by telling your cells how to protect healthy cells, repair unhealthy cells, and replace damaged cells. Redox signaling molecules also activate your body's immune system to protect against bacteria, viruses, and infection. Redox signaling is what keeps cells functioning and healing at optimal levels. Why is this so important? Because we are all made of cells. We live and die at the cellular level. Healthy cells means a healthy body, naturally, a healthy life. Redox signaling molecules are the keys to life because they are essential for the activation and function of our normal physiology. All of our major systems, biochemical, physiological, everything critically depends on redox signaling in our body. Critically. Because if all of your cells were to suddenly stop making redox signaling molecules right now, you wouldn't live longer than just a few more seconds. Without your redox signaling molecules, life ends. So if our body already makes these molecules, why do we need to give our bodies more? Well, when we're born, we do make an abundance of these redox signaling molecules. That's generally why children have so much energy and how they can run around all day, not wake up sore the next, how they can bounce back so quickly from an injury or illness. However, as we age, along with stress, poor diet, toxins, and all sorts of other environmental assaults, our cells break down and our body's ability to make redox signaling molecules declines daily. Without as many redox signaling molecules giving clear cell signals, our whole cellular protection and healing process becomes very slow. Our cells break down more and more, and so does our health, wellness, youth, and vitality. Now, ASEA takes science seriously and so is highly committed to ongoing research with renowned universities and world-leading laboratories, allowing these outside and independently reviewed studies to prove the potential of ASEA redox signaling supplements, demonstrating the safety and efficacy of the ASEA redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in everybody. And ASEA is within a very real and significant space in science. Redox is based in Nobel Prize winning research. Since the first Nobel Prize was awarded to these three professors back in 1998 for the first discovery of redox signaling molecules, there have now since been multiple Nobel Prizes awarded for research in this field. If you were to go to pubmed.gov, which is where all peer-reviewed medical studies are published, and you typed in redox signaling, you would see well over 33,000 results with more than 1,500 medical textbooks that have been published on redox signaling molecules. This slide is already out of date. There are more than 150 studies coming out almost every single month. And so according to medical researchers, and as reported in this article of the Huffington Post, redox signaling is one of the fastest emerging fields in science that will shape all of our lives in the coming years. There are now multiple universities who've received tens of millions of dollars in grants to open up redox research centers. There are now global medical conferences and congresses being held about redox. Medical doctors are specializing in redox, with one such professor, a doctor at Harvard Medical School, who has a PhD and title that includes Director of Redox Medicine. And ASEA is already light years ahead. ASEA redox users enjoy cell signaling benefits that translates to health at its most foundational level. Excuse me. Here's just one example. ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. These genes are key in the health of every individual, play a vital role, not just in the 5 mentioned human health areas, but also in dozens of additional genetic pathways. Moreover, ASEA redox has also been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and efficiency of antioxidants by up to 800%. Further studies show that ASEA lowers oxidative stress. The head professor of this university study saying that one of the most important effects of ASEA on what he called disease risk factors is its ability to reduce oxidative stress. Now that's significant because all degenerative health conditions are caused by oxidative stress. And from rigorous toxicology studies, ASEA is proven to be 100% safe, 0% toxicity. Why? How could this be? Because redox signaling molecules are native to your body. They're already in you. Your body already makes them. It's just that now your body can't make as much of them as it used to when it was younger or maybe healthier. And so if you have health challenges, or if you have people that you care about who do, if you have a wish that you could look, live and feel young again, or if you have the very good sense for protecting your health because you don't want to become old and unwell, or if you have a goal of having higher levels of human performance, greater athleticism, better in your sport, bigger and stronger in the gym, any health goal you can think of, redox users and medical doctors are seeing just remarkable results. But you don't need to take my word for it. Here are some medical doctors. Let's have a listen in on what they have to say.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
Health is something we have to earn. What can I do to get to the root of things and really prevent problems from happening? Is it possible? And the answer is yes.
You know, I think most people don't actually really consider their health until it's gone. So it's the choices that we make today that are going to determine the level of our wellness and our health and our healthy longevity tomorrow.
We want to keep people healthy. We don't want to see that deterioration. The whole process of the anti-aging and regenerative medicine that I'm so passionate about is on the premise that we can maintain energy, we can maintain health.
So prevention is key, but people need to value it. People need to understand what it is and take responsibility.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. And you can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
This is where the future lies, and this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are so powerful.
They literally turn on and turn off, signal every single process in every living cell. And to be able to stabilize a product that allows us to replenish that is just a phenomenal breakthrough.
This has the capability to change the landscape of the healthcare system as we know it.
Now, we've spoken about cellular health from the inside out. Now, let's talk about it from the outside in. Let's not talk about it actually, let's show you. That's made possible by ASEA's topical versions of redox technology. They are Renew 28 Redox Gel and our intensive redox serum. These redox technologies are supported and enhanced by the complementary and all natural ingredients products, our gentle refining cleanser and our ultra replenishing moisturizer. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's just show you what our ASEA redox technologies are worth with these amazing health, anti-aging and age-reversing results. Lines and wrinkles are smoothed out. Elasticity comes back to the skin. Skin blemishes, dots, spots, inflammations, irritations, aggravations, other signs of poor health to the skin, being rejuvenated. Even the aftermath of some of these unfortunate conditions coming back to the proper surface of the skin. This is Rosie. The dramatic difference you're seeing in the first two pictures on the left couldn't be seen by Rosie because she didn't take those pictures and Rosie actually believed that the products were not working. Rosie went back to see her doctor. That's who told Rosie about ASEA and who took these pictures. And when Rosie told the doctor that the products didn't work, the doctor showed her these pictures. And I guess the rest of the story can be seen right here. Now, everyone says they want to see how ASEA goes, but Rosie missed the changes by not taking pictures. And you may miss it too. So please take pictures, because that's how you see how it goes. And for anything that you can't take a picture of, keep a written record instead. Before your ASEA arrives, make a list of everything about your health, from head to toe, inside out. And if it's out, take a picture. And then give each item on your list a score on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very good. And then do this again after 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and so on. Some people notice results early, like Rosie, 7 weeks, others in 7 days. Most people can have an experience in around 7 minutes. However, some people need to apply more product, more time, more patience, generally when there's more going on with their health. What we know scientifically is that redox molecules are redox molecules. They're the same everywhere. Same in you as they are in me, as they are in animals, as they are in plants, as they are in the bottles of ASEA products. Studies show that ASEA products have an immediate positive effect. They work on every single person, every single time. It would in fact be scientifically impossible for them to not work in you or even hurt you. But what does differ from person to person is the time it takes them to notice the change. This doctor did a little experiment of his own on his very own face and used Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you see the difference there? Can you spot the difference? Renew 28 is not just for the face, arms, hands, bellies, buttocks, thighs, all over. These are actually pictures from a study by a world-leading laboratory. This study was done because there were many reports coming in from all over the world of people saying that their cellulite had disappeared while they were using Renew 28. So scientists set upon double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials to see, was there any truth to these stories? What they found was that after just 12 weeks, there was a 16% reduction in the appearance of cellulite. And so the scientists did ultrasounds to try and discover why this was happening. They saw that the subcutaneous fat that was causing the cellulite was actually being dissolved from the use of Renew 28. Renew 28 helps reduce the appearance of cellulite, wrinkles, enhancing skin texture, smoothing the skin, supporting surface skin cell renewal, not just for visibly younger looking skin, healthier skin. Renew 28 helps soothe skin discomfort after things such as shaving, sun exposure. But Renew 28 is not just for the skin. It helps soothe discomfort around the body, and you can know about it in about 10 minutes. If you have some discomfort around your body, rate that discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most discomfort. Apply Renew 28 on the point of discomfort 3 times within 5 minutes. Usually 9 to 10 out of every 10 people I see will notice a soothing or reduction of discomfort within approximately 10 minutes, give or take. Now, nothing that I've said here today has been intended to diagnose anything that you're going through. And ASEA does not claim to treat or cure any conditions, any diseases. Maria, we have a very special guest to hear from today. Can I hand it back to you real quick?
Yeah, sure can. Yeah, thanks, Stevie. That was just really awesome. It's always just so wonderfully the way you explain it. It's just a lot of details. And if you guys, again, you've got any questions, please write them down in the chat box. Okay, so moving right along, our next speaker is an amazing human being. Dan Doyle has built and sold a wide range of traditional businesses, becoming tremendously successful and financially secure. Today, Dan and his wife Suzanne are based in Honolulu, Hawaii, and Dan has achieved the rank of number 3 in ASEA as a Triple Diamond Ambassador and $1 million earner. Now, Dan has got an amazing experience in building business all over the world, and he's a global authority in redox technology and cellular health, as well as an international speaker and entrepreneur. His mission is to get this life-changing health breakthrough to you, to me, to the world. However, this was not always the case. Courage in heart is often measured by how you face the challenges and how quickly you overcome them. Daniel is a survivor and he has got an amazing testimonial that I would love you to understand and really listen to the hidden messages that there are in that testimonial for your own growth and understanding to what Redox can do for you, not only for your health, but also for your life. Daniel, welcome to the webinar. We'd love to hear what you've got to say and how you got to be Ambassador Triple W, number 3 in the world.
Thank you, Maria. There's 2 people on this planet that call me Daniel, my mother when I'm in trouble and you. Thank you so much. Dan, to all my friends, hey, thanks, Maria. Thank you, Stevie. And yeah, aloha, everyone. Hello from Hawaii. And mahalo, thank you for joining us on the call tonight. So many doctors getting involved. I mean, I spent half the day talking to doctors today, and you heard from doctors in Stevie's presentation. Why? Because there's a lot of doctors out there that their doctors don't have a solution to the problems that they have, and they're looking for something for their own health. The average age that a doctor lives to is only 53 years old. It's a pretty sad story. I think you're starting to get the idea of the enormity of this breakthrough, what we've got our hands on. And we aren't here to convince you of anything. We're not here to sell you anything. We're just here to share information. I love to inform people, and I love people to make an informed decision on anything in life, especially with what we have, because of the importance of it. So just relax, unfold your arms and uncross your legs. As I said, we're not here to sell, we're here to tell. And I'm going to tell you my story. Before I go into that, just to reiterate what Stevie said, and the company disclaimer is that these products are not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. But we have something very powerful that can empower the body to heal itself. You need to detect the problem in your body so your body knows where the problem is. And that's what these amazing little molecules do. Now, cheekily, we say that with long-term use of these products, or sometimes even short-term use, these products are a cure for skepticism. And it cured my father's skepticism just in 2 months from a lot of issues that he had. And we helped him through his doctor reduce his medication, his pharmaceuticals, by 75% in the first 6 months on this product. And it's been an amazing ride for my parents since in their mid-70s, running around like teenagers. These days, 4 years on the product. So my story started in Sydney, Australia, and I'm going to cut to the chase with this next photo. And I'm showing you this because I want to show you how I excelled at things that I did, quite successful in a lot of different parts of my life, from playing sports to building traditional businesses. And playing many sports growing up, I did that to distract myself from school. I wasn't big on school, but I played rugby, I did judo, gymnastics, aerobics, surfing, and this thing called bodybuilding. And back here when I was 24 years old, I owned a gym. So I was a personal trainer. I was a bouncer, so I needed to be big. I'm only 5'6.5", and worked many places throughout Sydney on doors, and wasn't pleasant times at times, but you know, this was just all part of my experience in life, growing up as a young entrepreneur and trying to achieve something and to be successful in life, and to prove to my father that, you know, that I could be successful through what I actually did, even though I dropped out of school. Now, fast forward from here 20 years, from the age 24 to 44, and this is a picture of me at 44, still going to the gym, but not a bodybuilder anymore. I wanted to be the best version of a 50-year-old that I could be. And up until this stage, from that last photo, I had built 20 traditional businesses over 20 years and employed about 3,500 people over that time. And I really thank God that I was in this condition, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have found something wrong with my abdomen 6 months later in 2011. And the doctors gave me some really bad news. And this is a picture of me on the right with no hair from the top of my head to my toes. 2.5 years of hospital visits, and the doctors putting me through this horrendous time in my life. What I went through, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I had a very fake smile. A friend of mine next to me, Johnny Manor, played the highest levels of rugby in Australia. He'd already been through many hospital visits. He came out of it, went into remission with something similar than what I had in this photo. After this photo was taken, his issue came back. Unfortunately, he went back into hospital. He lost all his hair. He lost a lot of weight. He never came back out. We lost him at the age of 23 years old. Very, very sad time in my life. So at the end of the 2.5 years of what I went through, my doctors told me to get my affairs in order. So I came from only believing in traditional, conventional medicine to flicking the switch, moving to something that I never believed in, which was naturopaths, alternative functional medicine. So that was the start of doing a lot of research. Research led to an alkaline diet. I went on to an alkaline diet, cleaned up my diet. I knew that what I had couldn't live in an alkaline state. Did everything I can with that diet to clean that up, but I also spent a lot of money on nutritional supplements, super juices, antioxidants, alkaline water from companies from all around the world. Now you would think with me looking after myself and doing all that, that my health would have been heading in the right direction, but that wasn't the case. This next photo is a picture of me looking after my own health for 2 years. So I was still in a lot of trouble. My blood works were still heading in the wrong direction. I really was desperate for something to turn my health around. This is in 2014. A friend of mine called. He said, I think I've found something that can help you. So long story short, I got on a plane in Sydney. I flew to Salt Lake City. I met my friend Bart Cotter in the headquarters of the company called ASEA, which, as you know, is a cellular health company. And I started on this product that was in this little blue bottle. And in 3 hours, my body was detoxing so fast. I had little red spots all over my upper torso. Toxins just couldn't wait to get out of my body, couldn't wait to go to the restroom and expel toxins in going to the bathroom. It was coming out of my skin. It wasn't annoying me or anything. I was just detoxing. The next morning, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to test this stuff that I was drinking the day before. And I did drink another half a bottle before breakfast that morning. I've had a caffeine intolerance for 20 years at that stage. Any more than 2 coffees, I'm buckled over with discomfort and bloating the whole day. Well, I decided to have 6 coffees that morning at breakfast. I went through the whole day. There was nothing to remind me of what I endured for a whole 20 years. That issue was gone. The next day is when the light bulb went on. I had so much lung damage from what they put me through in that hospital. I had trouble breathing and talking at the same time. My lungs were functioning perfect within 48 to 72 hours on the product. I went back to Australia. Do you think I kept drinking this product? Absolutely. It was costing us a fortune, unfortunately, by that stage, after being very, very successful many years in traditional business. We'd lost everything financially, going through everything that I went through in that hospital. My wife wasn't working. She was looking after me. It was a horrendous time. We were living in a van, almost went to the Salvation Army for food stamps, and we had to come up with $300 a month because we were double shipping this product back into Australia, and it wasn't approved, so it was costing an absolute fortune. Well, it was a fortune for me because we'd lost everything financially. But I'd managed to drink 1 bottle of this stuff a week, and over time, fortunately, because there is a business model behind this breakthrough where we could share this with people, I received thank you checks for helping other people, and I invested that back into my own health. So over the next 12 months into the end of 2015, where I had some incredible results on this day where the doctors told me no sign of those 2 major health challenges. Not only that, multiple injuries from playing sports had gone away, 20 years of pollen problems, sneezing, runny nose. I had a list of issues. My body was so broken down in my 40s, and then the doctors gave me that bad news. But this is my journey back to health. Fast forward 3 years on the product, this is me looking a lot better again, obviously feeling a lot better again. I always like to go to this photo in 2014 and just point out, we do a lot of presentations, live presentations, well, we don't at the moment with what's happening around the world, we can't travel. When we had hundreds of people in a room, we could see what they look like and tell whether they're on this product or not, because what you can see here on me is a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. And if I go to 1 year on the product, the same thing. What you can see here is a reflection of what was going on the inside of me at this time. 3 years on the product, my complexion is a reflection of what was going on the inside of me at that time. So that was my journey back to health, back to looking younger and feeling younger. I understand, and I know there's some people on here that are just looking for this product for their health. But I can tell you it's pretty hard to deny people this from other people if you know what this is. And the biggest mistake that I made is not sharing this with people from the day that I heard about it. I waited 5 months, unfortunately. The impact of this product and what it can do for you, what it can do for anyone, your family, your friends, your loved ones, anybody with any health challenge, is beyond any other supplement. I can't say pharmaceutical, but supplement in the world. Nothing can come close, compare, or compete with these amazing little molecules and what they can do for our body. So after 5 months, I made a decision to start sharing this with people. And as I said, thank goodness that because of a business model behind the product, the company did send me thank you checks. It was the business model that saved me because I invested those thank you checks back into my health and ultimately saturating my body, getting it to the damage is what kept me here. I've always been looking for something to leave a legacy, and I could never do that through traditional business. This is the closest thing and the first thing I've ever come across that we can do that. And Stevie's going to tell the story about not only how we can help people, the opportunity behind this, but also to talk about the incredible founders that came from Fortune 50 companies, running Fortune 50 companies in America, how they had the opportunity to sell out to the pharmaceutical industry for a lot of money, but didn't take the check. And they left this as their legacy to humanity as well. So without any further ado, everyone's more than welcome to stay on to hear about the business opportunity side, how you can help yourself, not just physically, but also financially by helping others. And our mission is, and Stevie will repeat this, is to change people's lives and become a force for good in the world. Over to you, Stevie. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Dan. Thanks for being here, sharing your story. And thanks to Asia, you're still around. And also thanks for bringing me this opportunity and believing in me. And every day, mate, showing me how I can believe more and become more. So, folks, I want to share that with you now, because with every great breakthrough comes great opportunity. And ASEA is a life-changing breakthrough. And that's created a life-changing financial opportunity behind all of this, to make a living while bettering people's lives. ASEA is the world's first and only redox signaling supplement for two simple reasons. One, for 3 decades now, no one other than one man, Dr. Gary L. Samuelson, medical atomic physicist, no one other than he has been able to figure out how to create and stabilize redox signaling molecules outside of the body. For the 2 decades before Dr. Samuelson's breakthrough work, science had declared that this was impossible. And 2, ASEA is heavily patented. But not only is ASEA not allowed to be copied, ASEA can't be copied, because there's no way to be able to look into a bottle of ASEA and figure out how to reverse engineer it, because there are trade secrets in the making of ASEA. So it can't be copied. That means we have no copycats, and that means no competition. No one in the world has what ASEA has, no one. And no other products in the world can do what ASEA does, none of them. Nothing else can get to the depth and level of achievement in the human body as what ASEA can, because redox works on everybody. Everybody needs redox, because nothing in the body works as well or at all without redox. And redox can't hurt anybody. No other product can make that claim. No juice, pill, super shake, fancy water, CBD oil, or whatever. ASEA holds massive opportunities, therefore, across all health science sectors: healthcare, wellness, sports science, athletic performance, beauty, skincare, aging. These are multi-trillion-dollar industries. And ASEA is the only company in the world that the world can get a redox supplement from. ASEA is an entrepreneur's dream. Our mission here at ASEA is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. We can't do that on our own, and so we look for people to help spread the word. ASEA gives you the opportunity to earn money just by sharing redox with others. For people looking for either an extra or part-time or full-time or big-time or legacy-leaving income, for people who have dreams of a better life, income, lifestyle, there are levels of commissions to meet whatever levels of ambitions. To be able to afford making your goals, dreams, and desires a reality, ASEA helps you create income that is both residual and leveraged. You receive a residual income. an ongoing income from the first and all of the repeated purchases made by every single person you refer to a seer. And because you can refer as many people as you like, the residual income potential is unlimited. On top, you also receive unlimited leveraged residual income from all of the repeated purchases made by every single person you contact and others also refer. And there's no limits to how far and wide these referrals can go. Just like when you recommend a good movie, TV series, restaurant, cafe, book, food, homewares, beauty products, health products, whatever, people tell people who then tell more people, and it goes on and on. Word of mouth marketing is the oldest and still today #1 most powerful and effective form of marketing in the world. And there's no limits, especially with how connected the world is. Word spreads worldwide. The seer is currently in 35 countries and opening new markets every year. Based on existing trends, the annual turnover is projected to exceed $500 million in the next 5 years. Residual income is impressive, but more so, it's important. You have residual bills. Why not residual income? Do you know what happens to most people by the time they're 65? Out of every 100 people, only 1 is wealthy. Only 3 are financially secure. 7 must still work to survive at 65. They're not working because they want to, but because they have to. They're a slave to the dollar. And 74 out of every 100 people are dependent on welfare by 65. So what's going wrong? What is one of the main financial principles that the top 4% seem to have figured out that the other 81% haven't? It's how to make money that is no longer dependent on their paid by the hour, selling their time for money, labor intensive or own activity job, otherwise known as active income. Look, sooner or later, you won't be able to be as active as you are right now. You won't be able to be. And therefore, you won't be able to have as much active income as you have right now. You won't be able to have it. And this may be even more concerning if you're thinking, my active income already isn't enough as is. This is one of the biggest problems 81% of people get trapped in. Money is an excellent servant, but a terrible master. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll be a slave for money until you die. Now, I'm not saying jobs are bad. They're a great place to start for most of us. And if you truly do love your job, keep it. You're blessed. But still find a way to make money outside of your job that won't interfere with what you're currently doing, because only relying on a single source of active income is not smart and dangerous to your financial security. So for people who are smart, who've been wanting to be in the right place at the right time, who are able to recognize a good thing, who decide to take control of their finances and their freedom, for people who aren't happy with the amount of money that they have or how they have to make it, for people who have dreams and want a better life, a seer is a significant opportunity to be paid a significant residual income from the inevitable growth of its global expansion to afford you those dreams and give you that real freedom. There's nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. That's what you get to do with a seer. Who we become and what we do is the biggest reward, over and above any riches it will make us. Now, you can make great money here, that's for sure. You can even be rewarded on top with all expenses paid trips to 5-star luxury locations all around the world. And let me tell you, have a really great time, meeting great people, making great friends, having great experiences and a great lifestyle. But really, at the end of the day, it's the effect we have on others. That is one of the most valuable currencies there is. And that is the heart of a seer. And it was demonstrated here because the truth is, after big pharmaceutical companies were shown tens of millions of dollars and 17 years worth of powerful research, clinical studies proving a seer, those big drug companies offered to pay huge sums of money for the sole and exclusive rights ownership to the ASEA Redox technology. However, the drug companies wanted ASEA to shut down and they wanted everyone taken off Redox. But thankfully, the founders of ASEA, Vertus and his son Tyler Norton, had the great foresight to see grave concerns and consequences in such a deal. I dread to think what might have happened to Danny if Virtus had taken this deal. But instead, Virtus and Tyler saw people. People who went from severe health challenges that once left them and their doctors feeling hopeless, like Dan's doctors, to then experiencing life-changing power from Redox. And when Virtus and Tyler saw this, they were filled with a great sense of purpose, responsibility to get this breakthrough for humanity out to the world. And so they couldn't, in good conscience, sell out. And so they didn't. They said no to the payout and yes to the people. For Virtus and Tyler, what had once started out as just a very big business play had now become more. The ASEA founders turned down that huge sum of money from big pharmaceutical companies, deciding to go the supplement route rather than the drug route upon principle, in order to expedite the availability of this technology globally, making it available immediately to everyone without a prescription. One of ASEA's foremost guiding principles was demonstrated here, as is perpetually demonstrated in every decision they make. That is to always put people and principles before ego and economics. The ASEA founders and corporate team, they come from very big backgrounds, up to Fortune 50 backgrounds. They are exceptionally experienced in running very big, profitable, famous, household name companies even. But their corporate soul revolves around putting people first, having an impact, making a difference, helping others to believe, belong, and become more, to be a force for good in the world. So you're in very good hands. Get back with the person who shared this with you. Let them know what stood out to you the most. If you have any questions, ask them. They can point you to where you can find the answers easily. There's plenty of university studies, but most importantly, there's hundreds of thousands of people's real life-changing Redox experiences for you to see it is the real deal. Do you want to be happier and healthier? Do you want to live younger, longer? I'm sure you do. Well, you may just want to become an ASEA customer. Or do you have dreams and desires? Do you want to be, do, have, able to give more? Do you want to help people be happier and healthier? Do you want a better life, income, lifestyle? Do you want to increase the prosperity of the planet? Do you want to make a difference in the world? Become part of this Redox reality, and you can become more. If you'll just pass this information on for many, many others, you can better the lives of many, many others. Just invite them back to this or share a recording of this. And your life will become better in many, many ways. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. May you always be happy and well. And thank you very much, Maria and Dan, for being here with me and having me here.
Thanks, Stevie. Thanks so much for your time and for, and the effort that you put in this presentation. It is so true. I think we all listen to this presentation. We can all see aspects of it that really ring through for our life. If you are already an ASEA person, associate, and you've tried the products, you've used the product, you supplemented your body with this redox molecules, you know this is actually true. Now, and the fact that, personally, just got to tell you, it's changed my life, and I know it's changed Daniel. Well, come on, we wouldn't be here without you, Daniel. So on that note, we thank you so very, very much for your time and effort to actually, tell us and support us and share your story with us. You're an enormous human being, a fabulous leader, and I'm very blessed to count you as my business mentor. So thank you so very much. Stevie, what can I say? You're just an amazing presenter. My gosh, I love listening to you. If anybody has got any questions, please put them in the chat. I'd like to say thank you for your time and effort today. I really appreciate it. Let's go and change people's lives and be a force for good in the world. Stop the recording.